Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Centennial Conference Corner. My name is Amber Thomas, and I'm virtually alongside Bryce Baylor, a member of the Dickinson football team and president of the Athletes of Color Coalition. How are you doing today, Bryce?
I'm doing well. No complaints, just, remote school, trying to keep sane, trying to keep myself busy. How are you?
That's always good. I'm doing well. Thank you.
Good.
You guys are doing some amazing things over at Dickinson, and one of them is the Athletes of Color Coalition. Can you tell us a little bit about what Athletes of Color Coalition is and some of the amazing things that you guys are working on?
Right, yeah, sure. So Athletes of Color Coalition is essentially a coalition of athletes of color at Dickinson in which we intend to create and fortify bonds of our athletes of color, creating a space of comfortability and inclusivity. And the reason we started is because we know that, for, many schools, many liberal arts schools, especially in our area, athletes of color are, not athletes of color, athletes are group on campus. However, athletes of color share a different experience than most athletes of color. We wanted to create a space in which we can talk about our shared experiences that we can't necessarily talk to our white teammates about. And that's pretty much our goal. Some of the things we've been doing, we've been having meetings remotely once a month in which we talk about, our last meeting was about the election. We've had meetings about plans for the future, how we're going to move forward remotely if we have to go remote in the spring. And further, when we go back in person, we've created Instagram just to get the outreach and get people to know about it, get people to learn about it, about us, who we are, what we do. We have made an alumni aspect of it. So we're working with some people from the athletic department to get alumni of color and to talk to the alumni of color and get our networking. So we have a LinkedIn group. We're scheduling talks with different people, notably like Jen Fry, one of our executive board members, fathers who's in the corporate world, man of color. So we're really trying to figure out a balance between intimacy in our group and comfortability, but also we're getting to the point where we want to get a larger aspect of it, so we can make it official, get us out there, get us in the workforce, get alumni involved, get the school athletic department involved, get different speakers come involved. So we're just trying to bring in as many things as we can so we can further our growth as athletes of color, our group's growth, and just overall help people understand our experiences too, indirectly. So.
Absolutely. So if people are interested in learning more about Athletes of Color Coalition, where can they find you guys?
Absolutely, on Instagram. We have an Instagram. It's dickinson.acc. And, you can follow that, DM it. All of the executive board members are tagged in each of the posts. And we have a little post for all 6 of us, so we get to know us and have our Instagram handles. And so feel free to anybody contact. And that's what we want to encourage. I mean, who would we be if we wanted to make a group encouraging conversation, but kind of closed off? So we want to make sure that we can be open to everyone, and you can find us, Dickinson.acc.
That's great. Visibility is always super important. Each and every week, the Centennial Conference highlights a different member of our conference, and we kind of pull out some unique things about each school. And I wanted to ask you, thinking back to when you were looking at schools, what drew you to Dickinson?
Yeah, so Dickinson was a place for me where, and so in recruitment, I was, high school football player, so I was getting recruited by a bunch of college. And you get down to the point where all these colleges are similar. All the liberal arts are like, oh, we have a writing center. It's like, okay, all of them do. Like, we have that, like, okay, all of them do. So it went to the point where I was like, I need to figure these apart. So I had to make a little list, different thing, like what I like about this, what I don't like about it. And Dickinson came down to the people. It really did. I think every institution, especially in Centennial Conference, has a similar outlook on what a liberal arts education would look like, what liberal arts, campus life should look like. And they are very consistent. But the thing that I had at Dickinson was that my future teammates whom I met were just amazing, very inclusive. As soon as I got on campus, treating me like one of the teammates, one of my brothers, which was huge for the level of comfortability that I had. On top of that, the coaches, super welcoming. I didn't feel like I was just another recruit. It seemed like I was, already on the team, like they were bringing me in, like they wanted me there. And it wasn't like you come because we have this. It's like, come, like we're doing something really good over here. And like, we want you on the team, you'll be fit. And so I felt extremely comfortable. And I actually did early decision. So I was committed November 15th and rest history, yeah.
Well, you know.
You walk on the campus, you're just like, yeah, this is it. Like all these people around me, like these are the people I'm gonna like be with. Like I can feel it. So
For sure. So switching it up a little bit, we're gonna do my favorite segment, which is rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Okay, the first one, dream job.
I'll have to say, now can I create a job?
Yes, it could be anything.
Okay. In that case, I would say currently I'm a real estate agent. So my dream job would be an international real estate agent in which I don't know if it's a creative job or not, but in which I can like travel and like use different languages and learn different cultures while also selling homes. And like, that's like a dream job. I love jobs. I mean, not jobs. I love homes. I love meeting people and I love traveling. So combining all three would be ideal. And so, yeah, I guess that would be my dream, perhaps made up job.
If it's not, I think you should make that happen. It sounds good to me.
Right, doesn't it?
The next one, favorite TV series.
I started this one late. I think I started watching it during quarantine, and it's got to be Breaking Bad. And I was so late to it. I was the only one watching it, but Breaking Bad is definitely up there, if not my favorite all-time TV show. It's an elite show.
So if you had access to a time machine, what period would you go to?
Could I go in the future?
Yes. You could either go in the future or you could go in the past.
You know what? Okay. I asked that, but I'm not going to go in the future. I would probably go in the past to the 70s or 80s, I think. I think that's where I think a lot of my music taste, I can see me thriving in. I think just the mentality of back then, without phones, without just like getting to actually know people again, now dancing with people instead of going to parties and just sitting there and just, it seemed like more of a spot where I can be. So, and yeah, I mean, the only reason I would want to go to the future is because I feel like in the past I would mess something up, and the butterfly effect, I would just screw something up in my life. So that would be the only thing I wouldn't want, but yeah.
Since you talked about music, I have to know now, what's your favorite song?
My favorite song, okay. My favorite song, probably Nights by Frank Ocean. And granted, that's not a 70s or 80s song, but it has that vibe of like actual music, actual instruments. And so like Frank Ocean's my favorite all-time artist, period. But actually my second favorite song is Everybody Loves the Sunshine by Ryan Ayers. And that song is, I want to say it had to be early 70s. It's got to be early 70s, but again, it's just the vibes of music back then. Like the music was supposed to make you feel, not like necessarily to dance to, because nowadays like the music we listen to is just all beat essentially. And I just like the way that old music incorporates the beat and the like vocals, the lyrics to make you feel some type of way. So.
Okay, it's a lot riding on the. What is your favorite athletic conference?
Let's see. got to be a Centennial Conference.
Gotta be.
Yes, man. It wasn't even hard.
Thanks for joining me, Bryce. I know this is a hectic time. We're getting closer towards the end of the semester. Can you give me that Instagram handle of the Athletes of Color Coalition one more time?
Absolutely. It's dickinson.acc, and that's our handle. And you can, come on, see each of the executive board handles and contact us. Feel free to, start a conversation anytime, any place. We would love to talk to you about anything. So feel free to come on over and shoot us a follow, give us a few likes, and start a conversation.
Sounds good. Make sure you check them out. You can catch a new episode of the Centennial Conference Corner each and every week at Centennial Conf on social media and at centennial.org. And until next time, I'll see you later.
Thank you, Amber. Have a good one.